Hi, my name is Arun, your beloved GoPro man. Here I'm actually talking about the why the GoPro man is going to change and what's the journey is all about, how the GoPro man came into picture and how it's actually going to change and why I'm changing it and all that about. I'm sitting here comfortably, almost outside Bangalore, somewhere like the place I actually love, outside away from city and in middle of something like a nowhere. I don't know where. Anyway, so let's start. Okay, first, who is GoPro man? 4th of November 2014. That is my first video which I actually uploaded to YouTube. And when I uploaded to YouTube, I had no idea that I'll be a YouTuber someday with a subscriber of almost 60,000 now, and it will grow. I mean, this big. Never really set out to become a YouTuber or make a travel logs in a serious way, but here I am, and this is an incredible journey. Back in 2014, I was actually, I mean, even before I used to ride a lot, but I only got my GoPro I think around 2014 for the reason that I want to capture all my rain rides, especially 2014. That was like I had a Pulsar 150, and there were not much action cams available back then, and even GoPro was very rarely to see. Whenever I go for rides, I used to ride with Bangalore bikers and few of the groups. So when I actually go to any of those groups with the, I mean, Pulsar 150 and GoPro mounted on top of the helmet, it was a weird back then. Like everybody would look at, and people would call me oh, there's a GoPro man. The GoPro man came. Since they were actually calling it anyway, and I thought, I mean, instead of putting a usual username on the YouTube, so I thought, okay, I'll put a. I didn't really give a much thought about it back then because I wasn't really, I mean, I didn't know anything about YouTube channel or anything like that. So I gave the channel name as a GoPro man without giving any serious thought, and who would knew that it will actually blow up. And I almost I'm 60,000 subscribers strong now, and it didn't happen in a day. It took about almost 5 years to actually reach this point, and almost to get the 60,000 subscribers. But I'm really proud that I didn't really take any shortcuts to actually become, I mean, get those numbers, or didn't do any of those cheap shot to actually get the subscribers. So all of you are here because you love as much as I love motorcycles. I mean, open roads, the wet roads, rains, unexplored unknown lands. That's why I'm really proud of the subscriber base I've actually created around this channel. And this is the success. I mean, I could say that I never really set out to create, but I'm actually ended up here, and I'm really happy that the support you guys have given to this channel so far. And this is like an amazing thing, and I never really expected that dude going to some some unknown roads or some random roads outside city is, I mean, really that interesting. I didn't even used to record some of my unknown rides which I used to do before because I just thought it's not that interesting. I only used to record whichever some a known place or some famous place. Whenever I'm going, only I used to record that. The unknown land started almost later, though I used to ride that a lot, I mean, around Bangalore and such. Most, I mean, all my rides are actually not really to create content. All the rides I do, even now, I mean, whatever the rides I do, the creating content is always secondary. For me, the most important part, I mean, part of a ride is to actually enjoy my ride. So that's why all this, even with all these gadgets and even with camera and the recording, I never really I mean, get that interfered with my ride, so that I'll not really enjoy it. The only reason I got the GoPro is also for the same reason, because it doesn't really intrusive. On the way, click and go and get it record. So the whatever the content I create, it's actually kind of like a secondary product of my rides. And I spent a lot of money on buying cameras, drones, and even some of the gadgets to improve the quality of the content I create. Because as I mean, since I got a lot of subscribers now, this feels like more responsible as well, that I should be creating a content which actually enjoyed by everyone. So I'm trying to improve as much as I possible, but it's always like I'll make sure that it doesn't really ruin the purpose of my rides. So far whatever the contents I create for the YouTube is, it was never really for a fame or any of that such. I mean, it really there is a sayings like the happiness is only real when you share it. It feels good that whenever actually I record, it's the way I see it and how I actually enjoy it, and when it actually present to the world, and when I get a feedback from you guys like how you actually enjoy it. One of the most feedback I actually get from YouTube is that it feels like you are also with me on the ride. So that's like really special feeling, because that's what I actually want to convey from my at least inspired from my rides, is that you get the feeling of that ride and then you actually said go out and ride. I'm not sure if you have noticed, there are no second shots in my videos. There is always like probably the one I'm making now, there might be multiple shots might have been created, but otherwise if you see any of my travel logs, there are no second shots. It's always like whatever it happened, I'll just present it the way it happened. If I screw up, I screw. There are no made up stories for the video to nothing is scripted, and whatever I'll present it whatever the way it happens in my ride. Okay, the second question, why change the name? Okay, there are like multiple reasons. Some of you might have already know few, so I'll list out one of them. Okay, the first reason is actually the channel has a brand name in it, which is GoPro. I mean, since there is no association with my channel or with any brand, it's not just for GoPro. I always think that any of those channel names, it should never be actually have anything with the name has anything to do with the brands. So that, because I want to create my own identity. No, GoPro never really asked me to change the name or anything, so that part is clear. And I'm doing it with actually my own will. I've been thinking about it almost like more than a year now, and I don't think they would ask anyway, because it's a free promotion for them anyway. So second reason, people keep asking me about if like a GoPro sponsors my rides. I guess it's probably you might get that doubt, because the channel has a GoPro. It's kind of like a promotion. So so far like none of my rides are actually sponsored by GoPro. All the rides I do, it's actually from my own earning. And even the only thing I got from GoPro is that I think almost like 3 years back, when one of my photo actually which won a GoPro award, and I got about $300 for it. And I think at the same time, almost 3 years back, they also sent me one of the GoPro chest strap. That's it. That's the only thing I actually got from GoPro. There's no association or nothing, no promotion. They're not sponsoring my rides, period. I sponsor my own rides. I'm an IT professional and I keep a chunk of my earning only to actually for my travels. The third reason, this I got like number of DMs. A lot of them think that actually GoPro Man sounds like kind of like a machine name, and they didn't even knew that actually I'm some guy from Bangalore who just do the travel. They can't really relate to a person. So that's also one reason actually I wanted to change. Now, why Anni Arun? First of all, I'd like to thank many of you who actually suggested like a lot of other names. There were like multiple names. There are like all of them are like good ones. I'm actually sticking to Anni Arun. Let me explain. Like, so there are like multiple complications when you actually choose a channel name. If you choose it differently, so best option is to actually always choose your own name. So in my case, my name is Arun Kumar. Arun is like a very common name, and Kumar is like that's like the most common name ever can be. So if I just put a Arun Kumar, it doesn't really. You can't really search it. So my mom used to call me Annu. So, mostly at my home, they call me Annu. So, when I actually had to like select my Gmail account back when I was in engineering, so I had to choose something unique. I just wrote it like Anni Arun just for the flow of it. So that Gmail stuck to it, and still my Gmail account. So even if you search now on YouTube Anni Arun, and you'll still get my channel and all my videos as well, because it already has that in the URL. So it would have like, I'm thinking that it would kind of have like a minimum impact. I know actually you all lovingly know me as GoPro Man, but I mean it might be a bit awkward or difficult or different, but I'm still actually counting on your support that you'll actually help me. I mean, make this transition. It will take some time, but yeah. So how this I mean GoPro Man will become a Nirun. So as of now, I mean it won't, I mean I won't like change everything anyway. What I'm planning to do is for the next 6 months I'll keep the both the name with the channel, like in a bracket probably I'll keep it as a Nirun and as a full name as a GoPro Man. It will be a slow change. It might take almost a year, so it will slowly from I mean, it'll move from GoPro Man to Aniyarun, and so all the new stickers which I'll create, it will have a Aniyarun, and even I even have a plans to create some of the T-shirts. So, how it's going to affect the channel? This part actually I'm still not sure about. I have tried searching online like how it's actually going to impact the channel, and I never really got a clear picture about it. It might kill the channel. I never really know. Uh, there are people who actually told that they tried to, not really YouTube account, but some other social media account, and it didn't really work well for them. And few people suggested that it shouldn't really matter. So I'm not really sure what will happen. This is a risk actually I want to take. I'm really hoping that this wouldn't really impact the channel, that it would be the kind of like a end of the channel, because a lot of those keywords GoPro Man, it's all like this, it's everywhere on Google search and everything. I'm thinking that it will be a difficult. To be honest, there is like a very less audience for the actual touring content. It's usually all this masala videos, street racing, etc. Get popular on YouTube. YouTube kind of actually promotes all this sensational videos rather than the quality. I mean, quality doesn't really matter. However, I'm trying my best to actually create like a quality content. Considering all this, I'm not sure how this. I mean, even in this scenario, it will be good or not. By changing this name, I got this far, like all the 60,000 subscribers, all because of you. I mean, I never really thought I'll be here, but I'm here, and now that actually I'm trying to change, and that's why I'm really requesting your support. So what you could do is try to make it as part of your conversation as much as possible. If you could let them know that the GoPro Man channel changing its name to Aniyarun, it would be so supportive if you guys actually like post it on your stories or posts or wherever you can on any of those social media. It would mean a lot for me. I spent so many hours of my life actually creating content for this channel, and this would be a small gratitude for that. And so also, if some of your friends still don't know about this channel, so please invite them. Send your whatever is your favorite video to them and ask them to check it out. If they like it, of course they'll subscribe anyway, otherwise it's okay. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I hope I answered like all the possible questions which actually came to my mind while actually changing this channel from GoPro Man to Aniyarun. If you guys still have any questions, like anything at all, just ask in the comments. I'll try to answer as much as possible on this video. So if you have any suggestions, like how I can actually make this channel name change, in a better way, or anything extra I can do, please let me know in the comments. I mean, it will really help. I want to make this a success, and I hope I'm still counting on your support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is the end of this video. Bye bye. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.